Metro Boomin want some more, nigga.
Hennessy and HotWings, you tuning in. Hennessy and HotWings, you tuning in. Just listen to Miss Hot Sauce, she doing it. I'm fucking with Miss Hot Sauce, she do the shit. She talking about your city and what's going on. She got tips for you, shorty, how to get it on. She talking to the men and what they doing wrong. Politicking about some business, she a little sassy. Hennessy and HotWings with some hot sauce, that's real classy. Depending on the topic, she might get nasty. Got the podcast blasting, it's a real classic. Got my Hennessy and HotWings, let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. Got my Hennessy and HotWings, let's get it cracking. Got my Hennessy and HotWings, let's get it cracking. Got my Hennessy and HotWings, let's get it cracking. Yeah, papers, let's get it cracking.
Got my Henny and HotWings, let's get it cracking.
Boom!
Every time with the intro, I can't. Oh, is something happening? Oh.
Yes, I got it right today. I've been very on point. My internet is really piss poor though, so this might be one of those situations. One of these situations where what?
And this is how we're starting the show. Hello.
I literally all the time I've been up here just chilling. As soon as we go live, he's like, "Mommy."
The time is now.
Mommy,
it's showtime.
Mommy. It is showtime. How are you gals doing?
Hi. I always wait for Jill to hit us with that lackluster hi. Just hi.
I made it. I lived.
She's here for another week, guys. She's not dead and she is COVID free. We are grateful to have you here, Jill. We are so grateful to have you here.
I never even thought that I would be able to see you again after last week. I was really nervous. I think I called you every hour on the hour. And lo and behold, here you are, alive as fuck.
Look at you.
The most alive.
The most alive. Mo, you can go ahead and start introducing people.
Let's get straight to it. Let's start up to the top.
Wait.
I feel like what happened?
Wait, how do we do this? Do we bring the guests?
No, I usually do y'all first and then bring in.
Okay, go.
Usually, let's do it. Let's go. Up top, looking like Erica Badu, so she's giving her namesake. Truly, giving you COVID-free, still alive. No final last words. Jill Badu.
She made it.
She made it, you guys. And if you bow one more time, I'm going to kill you if you bow one more time. Up on the other side, we've got, let's get a drum roll for this one, okay? We've got Miss Galentine's Day, outliving her best life, CEO, Miss Hot Sauce, the boss. Up top, what's happening with you, Hot Sauce?
I love the intros get better and better.
They get better, right? I'm doing better. I think I might low-key prepare for these things right before. I might prepare. And I'm your girl, Ms. Mofilla. Surviving the fuck. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing over here, but I'm here. Yeah. Now, if we can get a drum roll, please, for our very special guest. Some of you guys know her from Big Cities Radio Spanglish Show, Yatu Sabe. Other of you know her from YouTube's was it Bar Talk with Beba. Others may know her as Teresa from Southie, but I know her as if she keeps fucking with me, she gonna get turned out the fuck up out here. Give it up for Beba, bitch!
It's too late. I was just telling my friend she's my soulmate, and I'm okay over here, okay with sucking dick. I'm like, come on, yo, come on. I've been telling you, you know the vibes.
We have been learning very much about women, women flirting with Miss Mofilla. She is absolutely with the shits. Mo found out. Jill found out the hard way when she almost got a visitor to her door last Friday. And she's lucky she lives far away because she would have been in a situation that she wasn't ready for.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
Exactly.
She's also sexually aware of her position in life, in the grand scheme of things, as I am heterosexual.
Okay, I was going to say, please.
And the resident heterosexual.
There we go. I like
Mo
it.
is the resident bisexual, and Jill is a resident. The resident.
She's just a
She
resident
resides. Welcome, Beba, to the show. I have heard so much about you, literally so much about you. Mo speaks very highly of you, and I have heard your radio show. It is literally great. I be dancing. Y'all getting all of the music all the time. Great personality. So thank you for joining us here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm like, oh my god, when Mo hit me up, I'm like, for real? You want me? It's like, thank you, God, thank you.
We're gonna have a really, really great time tonight. As usual, we're gonna do some girl talking today. We got a lot of things to cover, ladies. So we're happy that you are here covering them with us.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
And
shout out to the HotWings real quick because they're already signed in and ready. I think this might be the biggest turnout off rip within like the first 5 minutes. So shout out to you, baby. I don't know what the hell.
All of your people there. You guys don't forget to share it. You can just press that share button right now. You are free to join the comment section. The comment section is literally the littest comment section in all of podcasting world. So make sure you guys join the conversation however you feel comfortable or uncomfortable. We can't see you. Name might or might not pop up, but make sure that you guys share this episode and keep on sharing it to your friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Relationship time.
Relationship status time, you said?
Yeah, that's what she said. We got to interpret the hot sauce today.
Okay.
We're going to start with Beba. Let's start with the guest. I like when we do that. I like it.
I'm singular.
Singular.
I'm singular.
like the cell phone.
I'm just one in myself.
I'm just one. Sometimes I want to be plural, but right now I'm singular.
I feel that. Like, oftentimes I really do want to be plural too, but then I'm like, singular feels real nice.
Yeah.
I kind of like that word, singular.
I was talking to my friend the other day, and it's like, you know what it is to come home and you don't have to be, oh my god, I gotta go cook something. Oh, I gotta like, you know what I mean? Like, my kids are older, so that they're you know, I'm like, everybody, all men fend for themselves in this house. Like,
yeah. I don't mind making a little tea or a little something, but if I'm sleeping and now you want water and I'm trying to be hospitable, I gotta get up out of my bed and all kind of things. I don't got time for that. That's why I don't got no man, because they think I'm lazy.
Yeah. And it's not I'm not lazy. It's just I did that for 11 years.
Ooh,
you know what I mean? So sometimes I got it. I get it. There's days like every morning is hard. The mornings are very hard for me.
Very tough. Very tough.
Very tough. But you know, Pornhub XX video helps.
Right, because in the morning is when you get the most horny.
Yeah. The morning?
Mine is usually like right before I go to sleep and right when I wake up. Like the same places.
Even though I'm always in the mood when I'm not gonna say no, but the mornings it's like you want to get that protein shake, that little pep in your step.
Wow, protein shake!
You know,
let's go.
It could be snowing outside, and you're like, oh, the birds are chirping, the sun is shining. Let's go! Everybody cuts you off. Doing, you know, hey, don't worry.
Jill, when is your most erogenous hour?
Ooh, I like that.
Thank you.
Anytime I'm sleepy, so, and that's a lot. So yeah, I guess anytime.
No, I mean, I don't know. It'd be like random times, like in the middle of a movie or something like that. It don't even be anything that triggers it. And I'd be like, wow.
Damn. Yeah.
Man, wonder if anybody's available to come over.
and you're looking like that.
I have done that so many times. Like, No. All right, let's just put it back down because it's trash in my phone book. It's trash at the directory.
Or you ever have a
I
moment
love
that's
this
supposed to be like a platonic moment, and you're like, feels pretty horny in here. Anybody else feeling pretty horny? Is it just me? Feel a little horny.
Wow, horny. Are you horny too? Because
You can't feel the horny in the room.
Bill, what's your relationship status this week? How are you doing?
So as you all saw last week, I was feeling really bold and I shot my shot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anything. I guess my situation is still what it was before, except I'm alive and I'm not dying. So, I don't know.
So how did that go? So we
Yeah.
tried to really make a connection between you and DJ Dex, and I know that you guys had some communication. Do I smell love in the air?
I just smell us getting to know each other. I don't know. I feel like it's too soon to call it.
Yeah. Is that how that's really politically?
Yo, I'm sipping this so fucking hard right now because I am fighting the urge to expose the madness right now. I'm fighting it.
So pretty much you guys didn't hit it off. It wasn't a connection. And, maybe you win some, maybe some are not there for you to lose. And
I don't know if it's a non-connection. I feel like it might be too soon to tell. So so part of the problem is it's not like the conventional way that I typically like meet somebody, right? In the sense that we had a very deep on-air conversation regarding, what my vagina looks like and, how I like head and all of these things, right? So it's almost like being exposed before the person gets to know you. So then we're almost like starting backwards. Now it's like, so what's your favorite color? And it's like, oh my gosh, like
I don't care about that.
You know what
my vagina looks like.
You're a little bit past the color because you already know the condition of the vagina. So
exactly. So I think that's what's been a little bit like different about it in the sense that, I feel like he knows enough about me that like it feels weird to start from the top, but then it's like we also don't know each other. So what other option do we have but to start from the top? So it's just a little bit weird. So that's why I say I feel like it's just too soon to call it because we started from a very weird place.
True, valid, very valid. I love
I
that rock.
Sounds like bullshit to me, but
I mean, listen. That's not what she was in my DM saying. No.
I mean, it was a very sweet summation of nothing. So therefore, I mean, that was nice. That was really nice. It was you can literally be a part if you want. That was excellent. Are you still celibate?
Huh?
Now you can't hear. Now you can't hear.
Abstinent and celibate? Are you still
her internet is spotty.
Right. No, that came through pretty clear. That wasn't spotty at all.
There's nothing spotty about it. Yeah. I've been on my best behavior this week.
I guess. Week. You heard it. You heard it right
there. Beba, I mean, Mo, please. Let's move.
We got to move on because it's just a lot with Jill. It's so much that we can unpack with you, Jill.
I did the celibate thing in the summertime.
She never actually did celibacy
in the summertime.
Yeah, it was in the summertime.
Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I still.
Wait, Mo,
but I haven't been celibate though
for like 3 weeks.
3 minutes, right?
She hasn't had any penile penetration in quite
3 minutes.
some time.
Since 9:12. All right, I'm sorry.
2020. It's been since 2020, right? Have you had any
Not on
since
someone's face in
2020?
2021.
Did you bring anybody from 2020 back to? I mean, with you?
No, I don't really go backsies.
Oh, but you did sit on someone's face for 2021, didn't we?
Yes, but I thought we said that didn't count.
No, we said 1000%
Never
that
said that
did
didn't
count.
count.
That counts.
That wasn't the consensus. I thought it.
No, that was your consent.
Maybe you too
I
distracted from shooting your
misremembered
shot.
that.
But Beba, you did it in the summertime?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I did that, and that lasted a while.
Really? That's wild to me because I feel like in the summertime is when, you know, like you do want to kind of explore a little bit. You're a little bit more naked. Your titties
Yeah,
are out,
I don't know. It was just like it was at one point that I was like, you know what? I'm done with guys. Like, what the fuck?
Oh.
Like, what the fuck? I hate it here. Like,
we can even jump into the conversation. There has been an influx of I'm done with niggas, I'm done with guys. Already in early 2021, it seems like women are really adamant about being over with the bullshit and zero tolerance for a lot of different things. Are you guys? I know that's where Jill's been. Mo, I know you were there for a little while, but are you still technically there?
You know, I'm still swiping left and right out of, you know, just fun and shits and giggles. But quite frankly, I'm not really interested in wasting my time anymore. I'm not going to say I'm over men and all of that, because let the right one stumble upon me, I'll be right back to telling you guys fun stories. Like, so I'm not 100% done, but I'm just like, please stop wasting my time. Just stop wasting my time. I'm actually at the space right now where I'm openly available for those straight women who are tired of men and want somebody to treat them right. I'm here to convert you guys whenever you're ready at this point. I'll be that conduit. I'll be that person. Not going to turn you out.
Can I be?
I'm not going to turn you out. I'm going to start you off and then bring you right back.
Let me be the case study.
I've been shot my shot with Mo.
First of all, y'all both play too much because neither one of y'all about this life. Neither one of y'all. But I show up at y'all's door. Like, I don't know why y'all keep playing with me until I show up at your door bottomless. Like, what's happening? Like that.
Very true. Wasn't happening. What's going on?
She don't know where I live, so I'm about to hit. It's in the Roxbury area.
I'm about to send her an Uber because
I'll send her my location later.
I want you to make it safely. I want you to make it.
Yeah. Let me just get you an Uber right now. What's the street name again?
All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go get ready.
Yeah, you need resident parking. There's no parking. We'll get you an Uber.
So I wanted to start out with this question that Taylor Andre asked today, and it was kind of cool, and I think this is a great segue to get into it. Does size really matter? When you think of size, we automatically think about how large or girthy a penis is. But maybe, Mo, this is more your question. Do you ever think about size when it comes to like booty, bra size, the tightness of the walls? Does size really matter when it comes to, like, do guys really care about size mattering?
I mean, I can't really
wonder about that as yourself. Like, I wonder if my titties is nice enough for him.
I do, because I mean, I feel like guys have preferences just like women have preferences. I feel like it's not necessarily an anatomy when it comes to, like, for women, the size matters anatomy wise, because if it doesn't fill and hit certain walls, then it's a problem. But for guys, I think it's more of a preference and a choice. However, there's also that size that matters with vaginas too. Like I mentioned last week, there's some women out there with some deep, dark caves. You feel me? And
you get lost in them.
You get lost.
I feel like that would be a nice thing to get lost in.
No, guys don't want to get lost. They want to be squeezed and tight.
They like the grip.
Yeah, they like that grip.
Yeah. I got some confirmation.
I haven't gripped anything in a while. God.
You haven't. You just do Kegels every day. That's like gripping, and you're gonna
doing them now.
Oh, that's true.
Kegels. So when it's time to get down, all you want to hear is that. Oh damn!
Stop and give me 5 Kegels. Come on, lady.
I'm hitting mine right now.
Usually, when you say the word Kegels, you start doing them automatically.
Exactly.
If you yawn and somebody else is yawn, you say Kegels, you definitely start Kegeling.
Literally, yeah.
I'm Kegeling as we speak.
I follow a woman. She was on a show before. Her name is Narisa, and every now and then she'll just put up a quick meme, and it says, "Stop and give me 20 Kegels." And then as soon as I see it, I automatically start clenching the tunes, and I be like, "Ooh." Right now, I'm doing it.
The whole conversation is we're all Kegeling right now.
Yes, we are. It does create a little level of excitement. It does create a little level of excitement. It does.
HotWing ladies, are you guys Kegeling? Let's get a little yes in the comment section to make sure that you guys are participating in our Kegel-like exercises. Maybe we'll even open the show with that more often. Kegel.
I think we should. We should.
Yes.
Tight
Absolutely.
Walls for everyone.
Yes, because nobody wants no loose goose.
Outside of size, when it comes to swag, how does that impact you finding love? Now, the story goes, there was a meme that was posted the other day. Women don't really want Russell Wilson. They want Future to act like Russell Wilson. So basically, Future has dumb amounts of swag. And Russell Wilson seems to be kind of weird, for lack of a better. I think the nigga's weird. I would still date him regardless because he's a quarterback and he has a lot of money. So that would have never been
our problem.
That's
That's our problem. And I'm gonna say this right now because he is like the perfect man. That's why he think he's weird, and we want the hood ones, the street ones, because we already know they're about that life.
Speak for yourselves. I've always been one to go for the weirdos.
Somebody the other day told me you gotta look for the weirdos. I'm like, why?
Weird is cool. Russell Wilson seems like he barely has any social cues. Like there might be a little Asperger's associated.
Did you call that man autistic? I think you just called him autistic.
I mean, it seems that way to me. He seems a little bit socially inept. So therefore, I don't necessarily know if that, but I think that Russell Wilson separates himself from all the rest of the, weirdos out there because he does come with things that don't have a lot of money. He's a quarterback. He has so many good things. I'm for it. I'm fucking with it. There's not much more.
Yeah, but take away all of his accolades and credentials. Some regular dude who's making regular money, who's not in the NFL with, Russell Wilson's swag. Are you talking to him?
I am.
Does he still have enough money?
I just
regular job. Good credit? Does he have good credit at least?
I'm not trying to be an asshole, right? I'm just saying, if you take away, I have a problem when people say, if you take away all the things, then doesn't that not almost overcome?
Well, I mean,
no, what I'm saying,
nobody wants to square.
I'm not saying that he's homeless, but what I'm saying is that he's just a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? Like a regular swagless dude. There are plenty of them out there. So I'm saying it's easy to see the draw of a Russell Wilson. Of course, who wouldn't date him? He's a QB, right? He has all of this money, whatever.
He's also not an ugly dude.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You take a dude who just happens to have no swag, but looks pretty regular, schmegular. Are you going to talk to him, or does the swag matter?
I would talk to him.
Oh my God, I had a conversation today about this.
Tell me it.
Oh, and that's what we were just saying. That somebody was like, "Yeah, you kind of want nice hood nigga." You know what I mean? A nice hood guy.
I'm tired. What Beba's saying, but at the same time, I do say I'm an equal opportunity lover. As long as you're not super fucking corny, I can handle a lot. But if you're super duper corny, I can't. I don't care how good you look. I don't care if you're the quarterback at that. If you're the quarterback at that point, if you're super corny, Russell Wilson to me looks like if you took away all of the things that he had, he might be just corny. And that's what I have a problem with. It's not so much the swag, it's more of the corn factor.
Oh. You don't like cornballs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson would be the type to ask me my favorite color on the first phone call. See,
that's the part. He starts asking everything, doing everything that he's supposed to be doing. We're like, what the fuck's going on?
I know my favorite color. You don't have to ask me that. We just come on a conversation talking about eating ass. You can ask me my favorite color. No, nigga. Ask me when can you see me? We can get closer to the have some type of intentional game plan. It just seems like what you favorite colors like. I have no idea what I can possibly say to this grown ass woman as a grown ass man. So I'm just gonna say what I think they want me to say. That's my problem. So I don't know.
See, I have a different take on Russell Wilson. That's
Tell me.
I get a different take. He is 1000% different from the average hood mofo that we are used to seeing. But I think his swag comes
to Future.
If we're comparing him to Future, exactly. So I feel like, but where his swag comes into play is the fact that he's so 100% confident in his awkwardness, in his weirdness. Not necessarily the fact that he's a QB and all of that. I find attractive about Russell Wilson is I'm corny and I'm comfortable in it, and can't nobody make me feel any type of way about that. That's the type of shit that I'm comfortable in. I mean, I'm attracted to
too, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's his swag.
Yeah. So like, I guess I don't like the comparison between Russell and Future because I'm not into Future either
at all.
He seems like a goddamn mess. You can look at Future and be like, that nigga ain't right. He might look good, and he also does have a lot of money, but something about him ain't right.
Literally, Future looks like toxicity in human form. Like, literally.
If Toxic was a person.
Yeah, exactly.
If Toxic was a person, it would literally be him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
so, I mean, I guess the comparison to me always pisses me off because it's like, if you don't want Russell Wilson, you must want a Future. No, I don't want either one of them niggas. Where's the halvesies?
Can I have a Michael B. Jordan like in between? Can I get one of those?
Speaking of Michael B. Jordan, that can lead us right into it. He is currently dating Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey has come under much fire for being for dating.
For doing what she's supposed to do.
At 22 years old, she's under much fire for dating a bunch of rich niggas. So that always bothers me, because if she was dating a bunch of broke niggas, then that would be a problem as well. So I don't really know what's happening here. How do you guys feel about Lori Harvey?
I think she's a beautiful young lady, and it looks, from what it looks like on the internet, it looks like she's in a, blossoming and flourishing new relationship. And so I wish them all the best.
It's often that she's in this.
Mm-hmm. Baby, I mean, on Lori?
Well, with her, I'm just like, I know that every single time I hear her name, she's with a different dude. That's facts. Like, and now finding out not to be, I gotta give it a fuck. So, and then that not just finding out she's only 22, because I don't follow her like that. She's only 22, and it's like, girl,
I get that.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you've been with Diddy, his son. You know what I mean? Then you was the Future, and now so it's like, is this guy the one, or is he another one? So it's like, that's how I see it. But that's her. I can't get mad at her. She just got stocks.
Let's get us all together real quick, okay? Let's go back to when we was through the ages of 19 to 21, 22, right?
See, I was already in a relationship. I was a mom, so I don't know.
Okay, all right. So you were out the game. You were out the game. I can speak for myself. When I look at my little roster that I had between the ages of 19 and 22, baby, it was a sad situation. So I feel like it's normal for a young woman to be dating. Is it normal for a young woman to be dating a son and then his father? Maybe not so much.
Is that confirmed?
I feel like that was
confirmed. She dated both of them?
I feel like that was confirmed.
I feel like it was social media confirmed, but I'm not sure. What I like about her is she don't really say much, and she don't really address anything or anyone.
As she's like,
I was just gonna say, she doesn't need to. She doesn't have. She's 22. She do whatever the hell she wants. It's just sad that for me, I'm like, damn, every single time I see her with that. But at the end of the day, that's her problem.
I'm just hating because
she's getting stuff out of it. You know?
I'm just
I
hating
really
because
do
she's
think
hitting
we should
everybody that's on our
normalize.
hit list. I'm hating.
No,
She's
I
hitting
think we
everybody
should
on our hit list.
normalize dating. I think we should normalize women dating, especially at that age. Like, who cares? I really do. I mean, coming from somebody who didn't date a lot of people and then was wifed up or whatever. Like, I wish I had dated around. I wish I had gotten to know multiple people so that I had a better understanding of what it is that I want and don't want from a partner, right? So
Yeah.
I think that, like, because she's in the public eye, we get to see her experience, like her likes and dislikes, and hopefully with every new relationship she's learning and growing. But I think that this is something that should definitely be normalized. Like, what is the shame in that? Who cares if she's in a new relationship every 3 weeks? I'm almost 40 and I'm in love every 3 months. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, for me, I guess the issue is, and I've always had this issue, is that not everything is for social media. Like, I don't care if you date mad people and if you're seeing somebody every other week. What I always have a problem with, and this is celebrity or not, are people being super duper in love.
Oh,
The first 2
Preach!
seconds of the
Thank you!
relationship. Like,
Thank
you
you!
barely know this motherfucker.
But you know what though? I also think that's when you are the most in love, because most people are
It's
pretty
not in
trash.
love.
The
It's
more
like
I
every
get to
6
know you,
months.
the less I love you. So why
Every
wouldn't
6
I be
months.
excited to be about you and to get to know you initially? Because
So be about,
after a few months, it goes down to the shitter.
After
No,
6
be
months, you
about
got a
me.
different dude. It's like, I found my king. Like, what are you playing, spades? Like,
Exactly.
what are we doing here?
Back. Like, and that's literally my only problem. I don't think that you're in love in the first 2 weeks. I think there's an over amount of emotion and infatuation, and you're really liking that person. You're digging them. It's something new. They're giving you their energy. You're giving them theirs. I feel like you should really cultivate that relationship before you sit there and be like, "Oh, my king, I love you so much, my boo, look at what you did for me. He did all of this shit for me."
Changed
and then
my
literally
life.
next month, you're with a whole different nigga that you're calling your king or your boo or the love of your life. Like, reflect that. Like, get to know that motherfucker for at least a year to find out if you guys could even make it to a year. But if every quarter you literally have a new king, then you've got to chill the fuck out.
But I think all black men are kings. What's the problem? What is the problem?
That's not true. That's not true. That's not
they're
fucking
not all
true.
kings.
All black
They're
men are
not all
not kings. And all men that you date are not your king.
Yeah. Back in the day, there was a hierarchy of royalty. Not everybody that stood there was a fucking king. Some niggas was servants. They were.
Or jokers, entertainers.
I didn't say slaves because I don't think everybody would want to be slaves, but some niggas like to fucking serve tea. And not everybody wants to rule the kingdom. Some niggas really just want to serve tea and answer the fucking door. Nobody asked them to be kings and they never said I wanted to. They don't want that responsibility. Clearly. Fuck boys.
Okay.
So, okay. So then, like, what if so let's just say you get with one of these like, social media relationship posters, right? Then they get to you, like, and all of a sudden they no longer post. What happens? I'm gonna feel away. Like, what do you mean? Everybody else you dated, you posted, and now all of us. I feel like once you pick a team, if you're going to be a social media poster, you just have to post everybody that you date, because the next person's going to feel away that everybody else before them got posted and they didn't
at all. So
yeah, but you've already. I feel like I think people have already picked teams. Like, there are those people that literally just put all of their lives on social media. And so when you make that decision, you make the decision to be that person. So if you start moving differently, I feel like your significant other will be like, but wait, I followed you from before. I don't understand. How come you don't post it? Why don't I get posted? No,
as somebody, I don't care what your habits were before me. I don't want to be posted on social media. And I actually had a problem because my ex-wife was so like adamant about posting us. So it's like, I don't care who I'm with. I don't need to be posted on social media to feel validated. I want to make sure the connection that we got is lit. I don't give a fuck about what you're doing on social media. As a matter of fact, keep me off social media because that then opens up a whole world of bullshit that you do not need to sign up for. Fuck social media.
I mean, if we want to compare her to an older, well, she's not that older, Super Scent. Super Scent has in the last couple of maybe 6 months.
She's kind of on some Lori Harvey shit. I'm not gonna
literally been with a bunch of niggas as well. Like the same thing on social media, posting it every fucking 2 minutes. And he's my love, and I love him. No man has ever treated me like this. It's the first 2 weeks. Every man treats every woman like this.
Everything's a fucking fairy tale.
Nobody's more friendlier and thoughtful than the nigga that wants to fuck for the first time. Everybody knows that. That's like when they're like the nicest. Once you give them, it's all out the window.
Immediately though, like immediately.
It goes from good morning to GM. It's facts.
Then it goes from like good morning to morning to GM.
Morning to GM.
I bet.
It goes good morning, beautiful, then good morning.
You're right.
Then morning, then the GM. Because like, don't forget the beautiful.
You got it right. They pour it on before they get it. You're right. Before they get that vagina, they pour it on. Queen, my Nubian empress, you are the best thing that I'm waking up to in the morning. And then they get it. Then it's like,
I was busy. Hey, yo, what up?
I was busy. What up, though? Oh, all right.
But 2 weeks ago, you had all the time in the world to like.
Hot Sauce got to do a reset. All right, let me scroll it up. Poor spotty connection. All right, so we were talking about the Russells. But she's back. There she goes. Boom. You're back.
What was I saying?
Oh, we were talking about how niggas lose their energy after they get that vagina for the first time. You know, before they get the vagina, it's, you know, good morning, queen, my empress. The reason why I opened my eyes today. Thank you.
I had a dream about you last night.
Thank you. All of that. Then they get the vagina
in a beautiful space.
Yeah, exactly. May your day be prosperous and progressive. And I want to make sure I support you in everything you need in life. And then you give up the vagina and it's like, oh, yo, what up? I was busy. What's happening? Oh, it's been 8 hours since I heard from you. I was just checking in on you. Why you annoying me? Why you bugging me? Oh, all right.
Why you being aggy, yo?
You're mad unreasonable.
Oh,
all right.
Why you tripping? Always tripping for. Why you tripping?
Some weird shit going on in this world. I'm telling you the truth. No, but that is very true. I remember this guy once told me, he was like, yo, when I was first trying to talk to you, I broke my arm to fucking talk to you all the time. Now that I got you, I don't feel like I got to keep on breaking my arm. I just feel like you should know that, you know, what you got is what you got. Nigga, you can't just go from breaking your arm to not even
Do they understand that that's the definition of bait and switch? Do they understand? Like, you've baited me with one thing and then been like, psych, that's not me. I was just kidding. No, nigga, keep that same energy, please.
Keep it.
Ladies too. I'm gonna throw it out there for ladies too, because there's a point where ladies get a little comfy. So if you was keeping it all up and doing all of that beforehand, keep that same energy.
I was saying that the other day. Like, I was even gonna do a post about it, but thank you brought it up. Don't be lying to them now in the beginning because you want them. Because once you get them, you get comfortable, and then you start doing everything. I don't like that. Not like really, but in the beginning.
You was talking all that good shit.
You know what I mean? You was deep throating that shit. Now you got comfortable.
now you don't want to do
it. Like, definitely coming on ya.
Speaking of that, shout out to the Sparring Minds podcast. They have a great podcast. A bunch of niggas talking foolishness. We're gonna have them on the show soon so we can cuss them out a little bit because I don't know what the fuck is happening over there. But one of them said, one thing that makes me sick is when a newly single lady transforms her whole existence and becomes a sex symbol overnight. When we was together, it was sweats and headscarves and you smelled like nature. Now, all of a sudden, it's silk thongs, Indian hair, and you smell like 850 credit score. Be the same frumpy broad that you was when we was together. Why?
First of all, I feel personally attacked.
Shots fired?
I don't deserve that type of coming at. Like, I don't deserve that at all. Wow, you got me together.
I had a major problem with that because I felt like if you are not motivating me to potentially look nice,
come on,
and to keep up my appearance by making me feel sexy, then I don't know if I have to keep up that appearance.
Ooh, and can I just put
want it?
Can I just put a basic logic piece out there that it just hit me like an epiphany? That's why I got to get it out. Logic, right? When we first meet people, we're dating, we're going out, we're doing things. So we have reasons to get dressed, dolled up. We're not, and I mean, if you're coming over for a little sex moment, all right, you might doll up for you in the beginning. But if you're sitting at home with me all fucking day long, we're not going anywhere, we're not doing anything. Where's the motivation for me to want to get sexy for you? Let's just call it what it is. It's a two-way street on both ends. Like, everybody got to keep that same energy they had in the beginning, and if you want that same energy in return.
Like you said, if I'm not going out and I'm going to be in my house, I'm not going to walk around here in fucking lingerie all the damn day long with my hair done. I'm in my house. In the house, when you take your shoes and your bra off and you take your pants off, and you just walk around however you want to. You kick them on the floor until you feel like picking them up. That's not the place. I'm just saying, like, a special occasions, we're going to have sexy nights.
Exactly.
That's okay, but I'm not walking around all fucking pressed up all the time. Especially when most of these niggas is like, I don't want you wearing no makeup in there. I don't want no makeup. And
exactly. I want to see the real you, but I don't want to see the real you.
But when I'm out here with my real ass me, looking like a little boy with a nappy head and shit like that, then you got a problem because I'm not.
You know what? I'm going to show up to my first date next time. No bra, gut out, just full all natural, and see how that goes. Because I feel like
you're not going to do that.
You know what? I am, though.
And see how it works. Because I feel like the motherfucker that's rocking with me like that is gonna rock with me. You feel me?
But see, the thing is with that is that they talk a lot of shit like, oh, I don't want this and I don't want that, and don't wear your weave and don't wear. I come with my 2 fucking plaits and I sit down with my hoodie and my sweatpants on. He's gonna look at me like I'm fucking crazy. Nigga, you said come as I am. I am as I am in the house. Now, if you don't call me back after this great date that we're having in this nice steak place with me, with my 2 braids and CK's t-shirt, Marvel comic, don't you better call me back after this date.
Since you want to see the real me.
You better call me back because I could have got dressed for this shit. You didn't want me to. Therefore,
nobody wants you to keep it that real.
But there's guys out there that are like if you could vibe with somebody from the beginning, it doesn't matter what you're wearing, what you're doing, and you're chilling, you're vibing, and it doesn't, you know what I mean? So then when they actually see you dress up, they're like, oh shit.
Oh, yeah,
but they can see, you know what I mean? But from the beginning, I'm natural, so I don't wear makeup. So it's not like, but when I do, it's more like, oh shit. You know what I mean? But I'd rather be from the beginning, from the jumps, be Mary J. Blige. Take me as I am. That's how I mean, take nothing at all. Like, I'm not doing this. I don't got time.
I think like when you go out is when you're supposed to wear all the getup. Like that's why I get dressed, because how many times have I gone to a date and a nigga had on something undesirable, like a t-shirt and
some damn
and I was just like, nigga, you couldn't even put on a little clean shirt. Like that was way back in the day, because I've never in my adult years gone out with somebody who was like, what?
What the hell?
Like I have heard stories of people saying like he couldn't even put on a button down or like a polo shirt, something. Something, a clean Jordan, like break out his new Jordan for this. Like, I feel like there's some effort you have to put in when you are going to meet somebody.
I agree.
But you always want to always put effort on yourself to make yourself feel better. Because sometimes, feel good about yourself. Because sometimes it's like, oh, if he's gonna like me, fuck if he's gonna like it. Am I gonna like it? Mm-hmm. And don't say nothing if I'm wearing those, because I'm gonna buy those. Have you bought those leggings that make your butt look?
I haven't got the ones that got the diamonds in them. I
get a few of those, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I like it. I feel good. I'm wearing it. Don't matter, because at the end of the day, I did that. Like at the end, I was feeling good about myself. I was looking for he wasn't making me feel sexy. I was like, I can't do this. If I can't be with somebody that's gonna make me feel sexy, I can't do this. You know what I mean? So that's why it's all for you.
Now, one thing
Always
I will
look
do,
good.
a part of my dating process is I like to FaceTime before I actually go on a date with you, just so I can.
Really? Like the day
like,
of?
To see if he's
not
not a
the day
weirdo.
of. Yeah. Oh, no, at some point before we actually go on a date in person, I like to have a face-to-face conversation via FaceTime to feel like if there's going to be a vibe. Before I actually put the energy in to get dressed and come up out my house to come see you, I want to make sure there's going to be some sort of a vibe. Now, I will FaceTime you looking like Who Shot John, just to test where your brain is at. I'm not getting dolled up for our first. Nope, not getting dolled up for our first FaceTime. I'm going to show you this is who the fuck I am. Because if you can't deal with it, then I never have to waste my time getting all dolled up going to this date with you. But if you look at me full natural face, and you're still rocking with me, you still want to make plans, then it's up from here. We good.
I like that.
Yeah. Where's the
I don't know. I mean, I'll take off my my bonnet. I feel like that's the most that I'll do for a FaceTime conversation, or like a pre-date FaceTime conversation. I won't let you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna rock my bonnet. I feel like that's a little casual, but I'll at least take off the bonnet for those conversations. I'm not gonna get dolled up by any means for a FaceTime conversation.
I'm not even gonna answer the FaceTime, so
what you FaceTime for?
Every time there's one guy that literally FaceTimes me every time, and I just I look at the phone like, why would he do this? Like, why is he like
gonna be a text?
FaceTiming without a warning is assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh, the worst when they call through like the messengers on the either
that's
Instagram or Facebook. Like, really, is it necessary? Like, really?
I'm like, who raised you? Like, who does that? Like, there'd be like random people too that I don't even like fuck with like that I wouldn't even like
answer
the phone. And I look at the phone like, this must be a motherfucking butt dial, because why is this happening?
Maybe it's what Mo was talking about. Maybe they just want to see what you look like off, like, impromptu, to see, if they could still fuck with you.
No, I don't agree.
At your naturalist.
I don't agree with impromptu at all. Everything is planned. Even if we are doing a FaceTime before the date, you do not come through my phone unplanned trying to look at my face. Now, wait a minute.
I like the ones that say, can we FaceTime? Can you FaceTime?
Exactly. Shoot me with that.
You're giving me the option, huh? Like,
exactly. Are you available to FaceTime? I sure am. You can hit me. I might have a dick in my face. I can't FaceTime you on that one. It's not a good idea.
Somebody else
doing sexual curricular activities. I can't right now.
I just can't. I can't take it, because like oftentimes I do look absolutely insane in this house. Like insane. And it's not even like funny. It's just like so I just can't, like, if you FaceTime me, that means you obviously don't give a shit about me, or you're one of those, I don't care what you look, you don't care. I care. I fucking care what I look like a little bit. I just want to look at least presentable. Take my scrunchie out. Do this. Like, give me a second. Give me a second.
Just give me a second.
Give me a second. Like, it's so like the anxiety comes. It's like, why would you do this? I wasn't ready.
Whole mental breakdown. That's Hot Sauce's breakdown right there.
She wasn't ready. Duty to warn. Oh, I got it.
Oh, let's get into it.
If you are friends with two people who are dating, do you warn if the other friend is creeping?
Beba, I'll let you go first.
You know what? If you're, because you know why? No, the thing there, because it's like you don't ever want to get in relationships, because then you look like the douchebag. Like, you know what I mean? I don't. But at the same time, you're putting I'm like, I'm gonna be like, guys, hear no evil, speak no evil. I don't know, like.
That's legitimately how I feel.
Me too.
I would just rather mind my business, because I feel like I don't know those people's relationship. I don't know if that girl or my friend knows or not, and she don't want me to know that she's out here letting shit happen. You know,
nobody knows what's in the pot unless it's the one moving it. So it's
exactly. If it's like my sister or one of these motherfuckers, you know, like I might have to. Okay. All right.
See, even this, I feel like even that has levels to it, though. Even that has levels to it.
I need y'all to tell me. No. I need you to tell me. I don't care what is going on. If I find out later on that you knew and you didn't tell me, no, man. Like I would literally like that. That's a game changer. Why would you not tell me? It's one thing for you to not know, but the moment that you know, you have a duty to warn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to tell me what's going on so that I can make an informed decision.
Mo always put me right here. The key right here.
I disagree.
No.
100% disagree that you do not have any duty to do any of that. Here's the thing. This is where I realize how to break it down. If I care enough about you as an individual. Now, if we're dealing with two mutual friends, that's the important part. Okay. Mutual friends. So I care about the both of y'all in the situation. Me running to one friend to tell about another friend is nothing about dutiful. That's messy as fuck. It's up to these two people to figure it out for themselves, because you're now inserting yourself in business that has nothing to do with you. You're tearing up lives that have nothing to do with you. You drop that bomb and you get to walk away while these two have to deal with it.
But how do you deal with them turning around and saying, why didn't you tell me?
I will tell them that exact same thing, because it's none of my business to tell you. It's not my business to tell you that.
See,
I'm
not
as my friend. So let's just
I'm not just your friend. I also have another person I have to look out for this too.
I hear that, but what I'm saying is, okay, so let's say you're dating this. I'm dating your friend, right? Let's say I'm dating Tia Lights.
Okay.
Wait.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
Date somebody else. Not
no.
No, but I think this is where the rubber really meets the road, because of the fact that, like, Tia Lights is your bitch, now, right? That's like, this is she's your everything.
Yeah.
And you and I were cool, but like, where does your allegiance lie? I would imagine that your allegiance lies with Dr. Tia Lights.
1,000.
And if you know I'm playing her, you would tell her. I would hope that you would tell her, because of the fact that based on the level of your friendship with her. So I don't think all friendships are on the same. I don't think all friendships are created
There's
equal.
levels to the shit.
Agreed.
That's all I'm saying.
Agreed.
So I have no duty to just a general friend to do that same thing. I have a duty to that best friend that's been riding with me for decades. That's like family. Yes, 1,000%. I have a duty to let her know if she's being played. But you know what these friends, these general friends do? They turn around and make you feel like you're the bad guy and you're messy, because they still want to stick with whoever it is that you're trying to warn them about. So what I do is mind my motherfucking business and let you figure out whatever you need to figure out for yourself.
Yep.
That's what I do.
That's where me too. Like, if it's anybody else, like if it's my family, my bitches, okay. Ugh.
If it's somebody that you like an associate, because nowadays that's what you like. Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's whatever. That she could deal with it.
Yeah. My sister was recently in one of those situations where she told a friend about something, and the response she got back from that was explosive. Like, you're not a real friend. You ain't blah, blah, blah. How would you tell me who said it? Like, I'm just trying to let you know something, but my position to it is, when I first heard and she asked me whether she told, I said, bitch, mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. You've got to mind your business. I know that's your nigga. I know that's your friend, but you can kind of see how some people move in life and how they'll take different things. And I looked at that situation. I said, that's not one that you interfere with. Let that go. You just be like, you be there for your friend when they're like, damn. Ugh.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not as cold-hearted to, like, if you came to me and you were crying and this person was playing mind games with you and you like, yo, I really don't even understand this motherfucker guy. I don't know up from, down. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, well, I don't fucking know nothing, sis. I'm gonna be like, listen, it's not my place, but if you want, this is what I know. And I'll take whatever bullets come from that point because you literally begged me to give you that information. However, I don't feel the duty to come to you. If you ain't asked me nothing, I ain't saying shit. You feel me? I ain't saying nothing.
So, Jill, in every circumstance, you would say something?
I think in most circumstances, depending on the level of the friendship, yeah, for sure.
Do you understand that there's also sometimes where things can be misconstrued and misunderstood? So sometimes you just running back to say something can cause more drama than what was actually necessary.
But I feel like it's a matter of the person can make an informed decision. I had a friend in college who her boyfriend played her literally like every 3 days. He was cheating on her with a different girl, right? Mm. And every single time she continued to stay with him. So for me, it wasn't a matter of like, I mean, granted, it's not like I was friends with the dude, so I didn't really feel like I had to choose a side. It was more like she was my friend. I knew that I had this information, so I would share it with her. But again, always respecting the fact that she has the ability to choose, but she's making an informed decision. If knowing all of the facts and all of the circumstances, she still decides to stay with him, by all means, like I'll still be your friend or whatever, but I never want to be like, oh, pretending like I don't know something and then I know it and you're getting played and you're out here looking crazy. I'd rather you look crazy than you look dumb.
But if he cheats on her multiple times, those are the type of friends. If I say shit, like exactly. I see because why she's been cheated multiple times. Obviously, she doesn't.
So
care.
What is me giving you the news gonna do?
And then I look like an idiot at the end. Like, damn, my friend's gonna think that. You know what I mean?
You've seen how they reacted when they found out before. I mean, so there's fucking chick number 4 instead of chick number 5 and no longer with chick number 4. It's the same shit. Like, there's no magic number where they're gonna stop fucking with that nigga. Like, oh, the 8th time.
This is it.
I gotta tell you 8 times, 8 different women. You gotta get almost cussed out 8 different times because I don't know her. And he said that he wasn't with her, and I already know about that one. I'm here. Do you?
I'm here to talk to you whenever you need a listening ear.
He didn't answer the phone again. Oh.
That's crazy. That is crazy. That's what I'm gonna hit you with. That's crazy. Oh,
damn.
You gonna have to investigate. You know, like, nah, son.
And I only speak.
So you just gonna hit me with the that's crazy, and you gonna act like you don't know.
And I'm gonna hit with this face.
Not just walk past him in the gazebo with the other chick. Like
yo, that's bugged out. That's bugged out, sis. Like,
and when he see me, I'm being like, no, nigga, I don't see you either.
I don't see you. Like, don't act like you see me.
I don't see. We don't.
I'm like, damn, and Martin. I ain't seen jack. You understand me? Nothing.
I didn't see a motherfucking thing.
Walk the other way.
But you know what? Let's keep it a buck though. I feel like there's a lot of guy friends who are able to keep that bro code, quote unquote, where they see they bro fucking up, doing all types of shit. And they just be like, man, I'm Ray Charles to the bullshit. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
I think a lot of women kind of need to adopt that. Like, sis, if it ain't affecting you personally, hey, I love you, sis, and I'm gonna be here when you need me. But I'm not about to stir up no pot if I don't need to. I'm not about to stir up no fucking pot.
I'm stirring. I
mean, since I'm like, I don't know if I'm poly or not right now.
She goes with these declarations. Here she goes. Here she goes.
Because, okay, if a nigga is supplying all of your needs,
come on, I feel the gospel coming. Come on,
doing all the things for you. He's spending time. It might not be a lot, but he's spending time. He does nice things for you. He meets your love languages, and then you find out that he is messing with somebody else.
You just ruined my whole world for what? The fuck.
Nice.
Are we leaving when we find out? When we get the call that, you know, he might be dipping out on somebody? What are you doing? Are we staying? Are we leaving? Or are standing?
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm low key that bitch. The reason why I don't say that shit. If my man is doing everything right, and a woman comes to me like, I seen him do, bitch, stay over there now. Don't come over here with that shit because I'm happy. I don't need to know. Leave me alone.
On a need to know basis.
Like, he's keeping it on the low, and I only found out because you happen to know, from some weird ass shit, and you happen to find that out, and I didn't know about it. You just fucked up. You
just fucked yourself. You just fucked yourself, sweetheart. Like,
this is what I wanted. This is all I've ever wanted. All of these things checked off.
I'm not leaving, so I don't need to know it.
Like, you don't leave.
You look very perturbed.
I mean, I'm really just kind of taking inventory of how you want to be treated, right? Because in my mind, I would imagine that you would want to know. But if you're telling me that ignorance is bliss and you don't want to know, cool.
Yeah,
I respect it.
There was a meme that said, you come home one day and there's a note on the banister. And your options, big shout outs to DJ Live with your two options.
Oh boy.
You can open this letter and know the truth, or you can throw it in the fireplace and stay happy.
Whew. Listen.
Which one are you picking?
I'm staying happy.
I want to know what's in the letter.
I'm staying happy.
You don't got to tell me nothing about. Let me put the fireplace. Actually,
let me light it up.
You gotta go there. Give me a candle. I will bowl it, burn it at the moon, when at the full moon, like how the nice witches do. Burn it, retrograde, all of that shit. Burn that shit. Let it go into the air. Be one with itself. I don't want to know. No. Like, I'm happy. I'm having a happy life. It looks like I'm having a happy marriage. I'm not complaining to you about anything. We are doing fun things with the family and whatever. If you see this nigga in the grocery store with a next bitch, let them buy their goddamn groceries.
Because clearly he's handling his BI because I have no sign or clue of anything happening over here. Let it be, please. Yeah. Let it be.
Oh, this is good. If you can't handle it, don't buy. I can't handle it.
Exactly.
Like, I'm a petty ass bitch. I know now I'm going to be... Oh, you going out with that bitch?
Exactly. Okay, now I'll never be able to trust them ever again. It's just
now I'm ruined.
Shatter me.
But then you become but then that's the thing. It's like then you become miserable because he's already doing shit. So you're gonna still be there, but then you're gonna accuse him like, oh, you're gonna go like, you know what I mean? So it's like, are you really
I'd rather
happy?
Just not know. I'd rather just
know. Or this is what you can do, Jill. If it ever happens to me, you can set up little clues. Little tiny clues like a treasure hunt. And then I like a little treasure hunt, and I can find it out little by little. And then one day I'll figure it out, and you'll know how I respond to it based on whether I told you I found this shit out or I didn't. Like if you know that I found out and I don't say shit, then good. You did your job. I know. Maybe I just don't want to talk about it. Bitch, leave me alone.
Let me just deal with this in silence.
Just gonna deal with it, But
I don't know. I'm such a fan of transparency. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like how can I, face something how can I like deal with something if I'm not able to face it, right? So if the issue is that you want a variety and you want to be in an open relationship, why can't we just have that conversation? Like, there's no need to be sneaking around. Like Dr. Lights just said, like, I would rather you not be placing my life at risk and possibly bringing home a disease or whatever the case is because you're sneaking around. Let me know that this is what you want to do. And if that's not something that I want to do and participate in, then I have the ability to choose that this is not the life for me. But like, I don't want to.
In theory, it sounds so awesome in theory. And I get it. I used to preach that. I used to preach that.
What if you don't know if you like it? Like, what if you, upon first hearing of it, you're like, I've been so conditioned to be fucking done with this shit. Cheat on me, I'm out. You want another fucking bitch in our relationship? I'm not, because it's what's for me is for me, and I wouldn't put anybody in my life that wants to share their body and soul with anybody else but me. There's bitches out there that feel like that. That's how they feel. But what if you, upon a chance to process everything, you're like, I'd be okay with this. I might be okay with this. And then you want to have a talk, you could be all your transparency and blah, blah, blah. But what if you cut it off too fast and you don't get a chance to realize that you might be okay with it?
I also am a firm believer that in any real connection, anything that needs to come to light will come to light without there needing to be an outside influence. And when it does come to light, it's up for the two people that are involved in that relationship to figure out what the hell to do with it. The reason why, as a third party, I'm so opposed to jumping in that is because I know me trying to what I think is the right thing could completely shatter two people's world. And I'm not ready to do. I don't want to be the reason why two people are shattered, quite frankly. I would rather them figure it out for themselves.
Me.
And that's it.
I mean, in theory, I don't want to share it either. Like, I don't like. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I'm poly or not, because I know I don't want to share. I'm just trying to imagine a situation where I don't really need to imagine. We never know how we're going to react to something until we're actually in it. And I feel very, very convicted by that. I don't know how I hate to be like, oh, I'm going to be exactly this way. And I'm going to be exactly this way. Because when I'm in that situation, I don't know what the circumstances are. And I don't know how I'm going to feel at that moment. So I'm not saying like, yes, always just lie to me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's not like being toxic. It's just kind of like, until I get to that point, I know for right now, I feel like if I'm happy and I am getting my needs met, which I have never been able to do before. And all these things are, I'm happy, I'm glowing, I'm thriving, all these things because I finally have everything in place. And then next thing I know, I'm like, my world is turned upside down because he went grocery shopping with a bitch and he might be his fucking work wife. Okay.
I was going to say, that's another piece too. The level of, or the potential for misunderstanding or misseeing things and then speaking out of term when it was really nothing. So there's just so many different factors. And even on top of the polyamory thing, you know me, I'm always like, oh, I'm logically, I get polyamory. Logically, I'm for it. But emotionally, I'm not mature enough. So this is the reason why I can live with that happy medium of, I hope you and I have a strong enough connection where I understand that I'm not going to be the only one around, but at least make sure that there's no remnants that's going to come back home to me. That's it. Whether it's health-wise, whether it's in the streets, just have enough respect to make sure it doesn't come home to me.
Keep it to yourself. You know, like, I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want all of that extra shit. So, like, I hope it doesn't come to that either. Let's put it that way.
Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. But speaking of keeping of code, staying in this same theme or this same theory. So the other day, the girls and I were talking about if you go over to Jill, you do it.
Yeah, you say it, Jill.
I don't want to be biased, so you do it.
Okay, so this is the scenario, right? Your friend is dating a guy, right? So let's say Sauce is dating a guy, and she comes over to my house, right? Then she has the guy that she's dating meet her at my house. So we're all at the house. Now we're hanging out, you know, I'm cooking, chilling, do. Now, Sauce and, you know, old boy did not arrive at the same time. They didn't come together. So Sauce is like, all right, I'm ready to go. I'm out. What should the guy do?
Leave with Sauce. Oh.
No, good. I was going to say, I'll let Beba answer that. Go ahead, Beba.
Leave with Sauce. Hello. That's Sauce's boyfriend or whoever you dated is her guest. Leave with Sauce.
And if he doesn't, what is Jill supposed to do after that point?
See, that's up to, like, at the end of the day, that's up to Jill to decide. Like, yo, if, you know what I mean, she met him there, like, no, say, hey, I don't know. At that point, it would be different.
I would say, don't try to give me the politically correct answer.
I would be like, yo, Sauce, he's not leaving with you. You know what I mean? And but then I don't know if it's up to. I was like, I would have a conversation with him too. Like, You're not leaving? We're not leaving? We're going out. We just met here. You know what I mean? I told you to come here, so come with me. I would be that type. I'm Puerto Rican, so I'll let her know right there. Like, what we doing? Because I know you came in an Uber here. You're going to need a ride back. That's the whole point that you came here. Because it was closer to you to come here. So what's up? What's good? Okay. You know what I mean?
The fuck is you doing?
Exactly. What we doing? What's the word?
You want to answer? It is Keith.
What up, Keith?
Yeah.
So, Joe?
But you gotta leave. I will.
He
He said, bitch, you gotta leave.
Say what?
He said you gotta leave.
I gotta leave?
He gotta leave.
Yeah.
Dude gotta leave.
Right. So, okay. So for me in that scenario, I felt like that ain't had nothing to do with me. That's between Sauce and her mans. So if she didn't take him, like if she realized that he wasn't leaving, she should have made him leave. Like, what are you still doing sitting here? Like, I just want to express the part where you got involved. He was in your house. That's where you get involved. It wasn't like they just met in some random space and you were there and that happened, but he's in your home. Yeah, but like there's no beef. Like for me to be like, get the hell out of my house. Like that's
doesn't have to
like
be
what am I kicking him out for?
Because he came to meet the person he's dating, not you. He came to meet the person he's dating.
And I know he's chilling, he's having a good time, but it's like, okay, we're all leaving. Like we already had good, you know what I mean? So it's like, what's going on?
And I mean, let's just be real. This is where we go back to the girl code. I mean, me and Tia have been best friends for over a decade, almost 20 years, and neither one of us would leave and it's not even that we don't trust. It's not even a trust level between each other as friends. It's just a code where it's like, I don't feel comfortable being around the person you're dating. For what? I don't understand why we need to be hanging without you involved.
Exactly.
What are we doing? Mm-hmm.
You brought them here. That's your guest.
That's your guest.
Not our guest. He's your plus one.
That was actually a situation that happened. And it did go down just like that. And I reacted in a very, like at that moment, I did feel like it was an insane reaction because I was grappling with why don't if it wasn't such a big deal, like, am I making it a big deal? It's crazy to me. And, just in general, in life from, experience and whatever, blah, 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 even with girlfriends. So girlfriends have been the biggest trigger for me is when I introduce a friend or a girlfriend to another girlfriend. And next thing I know, girlfriends are
hanging out without you.
And I'm like, y'all went to dinner again.
I said, oh, y'all are besties. Oh, okay.
Nobody invited me. Thanks for the invite.
So, all right, I've just been home all day kind of doing nothing. But okay. So in that situation, it was more so like, okay, nigga, why aren't you leaving? And at what point, like, even if you didn't want to like kick him out, it was like, she's gone. Looks like you should go too. Like take a joke out of it. You can do like so many different ways to kind of.
Where's your coat?
Where's your coat? From the car, like.
I'll be like, nigga, what the fuck is you still here for?
You're not gonna walk her to the car. No, you're not gonna do any of that. But in that situation, like I don't know how cool you, but like it went further where like for quite some time they were kind of hanging out, and I'm like, as I'm getting mad and calling her to be like, so is he still? Wow, he's still there. Oh my God, he's still there. Oh my God. So then finally, when I got home after like an hour, they FaceTime me together. And
wow. Jill.
Oh. And they're like, oh, I thought that maybe you would want to be a part of this conversation.
Jill.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Jill. Jill, you broke girl
he didn't see anything wrong with it.
Of course he's not. That's because it's girl code.
He said he was playing a mobile game on his phone and this car was so cold, so that's the reason.
What? I'm like,
Exactly. I'm just gonna give blank stares on that. I'm just gonna, you know, it's not my business, but couldn't be me is what I will say. It couldn't be me.
Okay.
I'm just like, mm-mm.
So for me, growing up with universal code and human code, I just always went after the thought that when I move, you move.
Just like that.
Yeah,
It's like it's the same thing. If he brings me to a place, or like, and I meet him there, and he's about to, it's automatic. All right, I'm leaving. Like that's automatic. But you know, women are different. You know what I mean?
But that's,
I think that's pretty accurate.
But it's automatically. Like, all right, but where's my goal? Where? I'm leaving.
I brought that up with him too.
Nice meeting you.
He took me to one of your friends' house. Because at the end of the day, I just feel like he should have known better, and I think that he was some bullshit. Like, you know, and even when I finally got an explanation, it was really on some bullshit ass shit, right? So me and her was fine because me and her, I mean, that's my nigga. All right, evenly, but you know, at the end of the day, he's replaceable. You know, like very easily. And when I got an excuse, it was just like a whole bunch of bullshit. Like literally, like, you know how serious I get about this mobile game on my phone. So I was in the middle of one, so I was just kind of like playing it because the car
fix your face.
The car was cold, and I didn't want to sit in the cold car. Meanwhile, in another part of the argument, he's telling me, and I'm sitting in my car this whole time because I just like to be in my car. And I'm like, but you did. The car was cold that time while he was playing that one game that lasts for 4 minutes. That is a mobile game on his mobular phone.
And his car is running.
And this car is just out.
Well, I just love the word mobular. I love the word mobular phone.
You know, and then like there was some real. I do have a problem with guys that are adverse to relationships in any form. They are very kind of like relationship. I smell it. Yeah. This was the same guy who told me like 3 times that he didn't want a relationship. Nigga, nobody's asking you. Number 2, during that explanation, he used dog on a leash twice to explain things. And I was like,
he's got some growing up to do.
Oh, you think that by leaving that day, or you leaving even after I got a little bit upset about it, was me trying to control you?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
So that, I mean, no. What I'm yes, in that, like, that's literally how he took it. And I saw it happening. Like, the more you were like, dude, you need to leave, and the more it was like, nah, bro, you need to leave just based on the fact that like you're fucking up my friendship. It was like, oh, I'm definitely not leaving now. Then it just became a standoff. Like, who's leaving? I'm not leaving because I don't want to be told what to do. So for me, it was like, this ain't got shit to do with me. This is way bigger than me at this point. This is just some
now
weirdo
I'm
shit.
calling you out, Jill, because you want somebody to come and run to you when they've seen somebody acting up without somebody in their presence. But you can bear witness to somebody doing something that's against code in front of you, and that ain't got nothing to do with you in your home. And
no, what I'm saying, no. Those are very, very different scenarios. What I'm saying in this scenario, for me, it was like these motherfuckers clearly had some unresolved shit that had nothing to do with me. Was I a part of it because it happened to take place at my house? Yes, but it was way bigger than me. It had very little to, the reality is I felt like the whole situation had very little to do with me.
The reason why I compared to that other situation is, so what does you seeing her man in the grocery store cheating or playing her have to do with you? Same question. You can't pick and choose when you want to apply the code.
No, what I'm saying to you is that if that's my friend and she wants to know, right? So Sauce has made it clear that she doesn't want to know. As for me, I want to know.
If you ask, if that's one thing, if you're asking, it's another thing to offer up that information.
But don't present the information to me. If I ask you, don't sit in my
you better tell me.
Lie to me. That wasn't never the question.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm not going to sit there and lie to you if you ask. But what I'm saying to you is if you're like, ignorance is bliss. I don't need you bringing any information to me that is not whatever. Okay, if that's your position, then by all means, I can respect it. But I'm saying, as for me, I would want to know. I'm not saying that I have to tell you everything because of the fact that I seen something. But I'm saying if you're telling me, hey, you want to know, and I'm telling you, I told Mo too the other day, like, I want to know. Why wouldn't I want to make it? I want to make an informed decision. But that's for me and how I operate. But if you operate from a different place, by all means, all I can do is respect that.
You started off saying we had a duty. These are the things that you have stated. We have a duty to tell if we see our friend being played, but we don't have a duty to let our boyfriend or our friend's boyfriend know when he's out of pocket in our own home. We don't have a duty in that moment.
It's not that I didn't say anything. I did. I said it many times. But again, it didn't move him. It's not like it changed anything because I felt like,
and I'm going to call it
because it didn't move him. I feel like because it didn't move him, that's where I probably would. If I were you, I'm not saying because you were going to react. I would have been like, this, like you said, this is some unresolved issues. This has gone too far. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to leave my house because you're being, it's not like you guys were having a great conversation as according to what you're saying now. It's that you saw him literally take a stance against doing something that was hurting me or that was bothering me because he didn't want to be checked. At that point, if I were in that situation, I would have been like, yo, you gotta go, my nigga, because
I don't want no parts of this.
Yeah, no parts. Yes, it doesn't have to do with me, but because it doesn't have to do with me, and I don't really fuck with you like that because I don't know you like that, you don't have to say all those words. But I'm sorry, but you've gotta go. Like you might gotta go. I'm actually gonna go to bed now, so you should probably, go and handle that.
And I mean, those words were all said. What I'm saying to you is that there was a point where it wasn't about me. It wasn't about who's in this house or where Danielle, where Sauce went or whatever the case is. It was legit like, I'm not leaving just because she wants me to leave. And it was like, dude, now you're fucking with my shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like the words were not said. It was just a matter of it got awkward and it was like, what's happening right now? And when I realized what was happening, it was like, I think it makes sense for you to leave. Did that take a while? Yes, it did.
I mean, I can't impose how you should react. I can only talk about how I would react. It being my home, I then have to, if I've given you the numerous amount of verbal cues to get out and you are doing it strictly to prove a point to the person that's already left, now me and you got a problem because now you're involving me in a conflict that I have nothing to do with. And this is now my house. So if I'm asking you to get out and you don't leave, guess what? Now you're trespassing. And now we got a problem. So that's something where I don't no longer want to be friendly with you because I've asked you friendly to get out of my house.
My girl.
And you're pissing off my best friend in the same aspect. Nah, get the fuck out now. I no longer want to be friendly with you now. I don't want to be friendly.
Go ahead. I don't know. Somebody that from the grip doesn't say, okay, we're leaving. It's just like, so what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
I bring you there. I brought you there. You didn't know these people. And automatically, you just want to stay. So we're like, you're done. Like, like, what the hell? I can't. Nope. Nah.
I just can't. No.
Not happening.
Somebody said, Tia said in reverse, if your dude Jill was at Sauce's house with you and you wanted to leave and he's chilling, are you good with that?
Either for me, if I'm not good with it, then I'm letting him know, like, I'm not good with it. Let's go. And if he chooses to stay, then I guess I'm still out. Like, at the end of the day, I don't necessarily think I don't think it would be Sauce's decision or Sauce's thing to resolve, right? Like, I'm saying I'm leaving. You're saying you're chilling. I mean, there weren't any words really exchanged in the scenario either. It was just kind of like, just more like gestures, right? Like, I'm at the door. I've walked to the door. I have my jacket on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like it was like, it's not like he said, okay, I see you at the door. Okay, I'm ignoring you. Okay, I'm staying here. Okay, I'm not leaving. Like, it was literally a silent ass defiance. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like either Sauce is going to make the choice to leave without him,
his ass,
or she's going to stay until he's okay with leaving, or hey, it looks like you're not leaving, what's going on, like what's happening. So then it would be a conversation between the guy that is there for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I talking about? Like, I feel like that wasn't my place to get involved in that conversation, because it seemed like it had everything to do with those two and it had very little to do with me.
So I mean, I can't tell you how to feel or how to react, but I can only give my experience. Me and Tia were literally in a similar circumstance where I brought a guy I was dating over to her house, and he was drunk, but it was a little bit different because he was just like way past, just missing out on social cues all the way together, right?
super drunk.
Super drunk, stupid.
You're good.
Super dumb. So like, because I saw him getting super drunk and stupid, I was like, all right, we gotta go. And me and Tia kind of looked at each other like, all right, he's getting a little out of control. He's gotta go. So as I'm walking out the door, he's not coming behind me. He's still in Tia's face, giggling, laughing, TDTTT. And Tia immediately goes, Monique's downstairs. You need to go with Monique. Enough said. It doesn't make it anything awkward. It doesn't make anything like a confrontation. It's just, you gotta go. She's leaving. You gotta go too. And said a stern enough amount where you don't have a choice. It's not really, you don't get to protest in my fucking house. Protest outside. By all means, you can protest outside and don't leave. But don't protest in my house against my best friend. Like, no, you don't get to do that.
So that was my stance. And I think that's sometimes why friends end up working for each other, because sometimes opposites do attract, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even in friendships. Because although me and her are extremely alike in a lot of ways, in a lot of other ways, because and I think you guys were talking about that too earlier. I don't like the confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. But if I have to be in it, I will.
Yeah.
She doesn't like it and will run from it completely. Like, fight or flight, she is flighting. She's not gonna fight. So like for her, one of the things that she said that, you know, in even because I'm who I am, my bullshit. But you know, she was like, I never kick anybody out of my house. If he wanted to stay for 3 days, he probably could have ended up staying for 3 days. And I'm like, bitch, that's crazy. The fuck? She's like, yeah, but that's, you know, like, I don't care. And that's literally how she is. So that's something that I've had to come to terms with as being her friend, is that knowing that sometimes in those situations, I kind of have to fight for both of us, where it's like, nigga, she's not gonna kick you out the house. I don't care if you ever talk to me again, but you gotta motherfucking go. Because some niggas, you know, are literally just ain't well.
Yeah.
So they will never get it. And this defiance in her house, where the audacity kicked in, or you think that you can defy me in my girl's house, is crazy to me.
Yeah.
And so I should have known that he was crazy then. And then
that's the moral of the story, Jill. He's actually crazy as fuck, quite frankly. That's the moral of the story.
Well, I mean, for me, that incident really did tell me all I needed to know about him. But the reality is that, like, and I think this is one of the things that comes with, you know, female friendships, or all friendships, right? Is knowing your audience, right? Like knowing your peoples and how they operate. Like, the situation could have been a female friend and it would have been the same exact scenario.
Yeah,
the situation could have been a stranger and I would have literally reacted the same exact way. Like,
exactly.
Niggas have moved into my house without my consent before. Like, I'm literally just
who
kind
is
of like,
this person? Who's this person you're bringing? Like, you know, you're bringing outsiders. You take your outsider with you. Like,
I guess you live here now, right? Like, that is literally how I am. I'm not saying by any means this is the way to be. Like, oh my gosh, look at me, I'm so proud of this quality. By no means should anybody be this passive. It's not okay. But what I'm saying to you is that, like, this is who I am, right? Gotcha. And so I've had to, like, even in like hearing it from Sauce's perspective, it was kind of like, yeah, I could see how I could have reacted differently, but being realistic and true to who I am, it's kind of like, I don't know if those expectations are realistic. Like, that was on you to grab this nigga and bring him outside with you the moment you saw that he wasn't going anywhere. I literally would have just sat there.
Probably would have ended up swinging at each other because of the defiance and me being, defiant.
But at the same time, if I would have been like, all right, I'm leaving. Let's go. You know what I mean? We're leaving. Okay, we're leaving.
I'm gonna walk to the car by myself.
No, see, I would have been like, okay, we're leaving. Let's go.
Right there, hot sauce, because that
say
was
bye to everybody.
That was very passive aggressive.
It was very passive aggressive.
I'm leaving.
It was.
Let's go. There's no.
I'm leaving. Let's go.
No decision.
Yeah. No. I know now. Like I've set the boundaries for myself. That was a very interesting learning lesson. Like, I'm going to be very assertive. Yeah. You come with me.
So you waited outside for me till I got here.
So I'm not going to leave any room for interpretation. The interpretation is get your shit. It's time to go. If you think you're a dog on the leash, that's fine.
We can talk about that on the way.
Yeah.
Come out of here and think that after. But in general, sometimes you need some of those kind of weird situations to kind of show you who people are.
Yeah, and it's like a bone killer.
So that you can figure out how niggas move. Really different.
Weirdos.
Weirdos.
These niggas is weirdos.
Did you get the Russell Wilsons?
Isn't that what they're called now? They're called simps.
Simps.
Oh yeah,
what's that?
Can we talk about that though? I hate that they're calling somebody like Russell Wilson a simp. I feel like a simp is somebody they call somebody that's like a sucker, somebody that's out here just doing whatever for somebody who's not getting treated right. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of Future's baby mamas are simps. I feel like
they're definitely simps.
You know what I'm saying? These are simps. Russell Wilson is not a simp for being a good man to his woman. Like, what the fuck is that? And I think any man
what is the definition of a simp?
It's supposed to be short for simple. That's all it is. Short for simple. A little simpleton. Somebody that doesn't know have a brain for themselves. They just want to be behind somebody.
Pussies.
I'm like, that's the furthest thing I get from Russell Wilson. He's actually a secure ass man in himself enough to show sides that a lot of these motherfuckers calling simps would never feel comfortable showing that side, knowing damn well it dwells within them. So anybody that calls Russell Wilson is a simp in my eyes, quite frankly.
Absolutely. I'm there with you, honey. So yeah, Russell Wilson. What is it with Valentine's? Oh, they were doing this little game thing, him and Sierra, and the question was like, "What's the one thing I'm losing?" And what's the one thing I'm scared of losing? And she said, "Oh, something." She said like puppies or something. And then he was like, "No, there's actually something else." And she was like, "Me?" And he was like, "Yeah."
They're so cute. They make me sick. I'm like, what the fuck?
I love it.
I love it, but I hate them. Like, what the fuck?
Every time I see them, I'm like,
But honestly, I think that's where he gets that backlash from us people. Now, I'll say us because I'm a part of the single bitter crowd at times. Us who can't find that love, that person that just makes us just go, oh my God. So when we see it, we're like, fuck them.
I hate them. Sierra, send me your prayer. Or your journal, whatever it is you use.
I know what's that. What's the ritual? I don't know. Am I gonna know what candle, what color?
So I mean, I don't think that there was a lot of women that went on that rampage. It seemed to be a lot of men that went that way. There was a big thread of bitter little dick niggas that was probably like, oh my God,
why they gotta be all that?
I feel like they are. All the ones hating on Russell Wilson are bitter little dick niggas. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
They are definitely part of the little dick energy community.
I agree.
Yes.
I like it.
So they called him a simp because he loves his wife. A lot of people pretty much got on him. And then there was a lot of other people who were comparing the fact that she has a baby with Future, that she is not worthy of his type of affection because she's a single mom, and back in the days, you know, like she used to date Bow Wow and then she had a baby for Future. Like now she's not worthy of that type of love from a Russell Wilson. She's not worthy of that type of life and that type of world.
I love how people who don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of are telling
Why
celebrities
not?
what they're
Like,
worthy of.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, bitch, you're not worthy of your baby daddy with 5 kids with other bitches. Like cut this shit. I'm sick of it. Like, just because of your past choices, you can't ever experience better in life. Like, what the fuck
That's
does
so
that
weird.
mean?
Those are weirdos because I'm like, no. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Bizarre to me because, like how we were start off talking about Lori Harvey. She was like 21. She was like new in the game. She was dating around. She was a child. Yes, she had a baby with Future when she was a little older, but she was still even young then. You know, like she's allowed to grow. She's allowed to evolve. She's allowed to change her standards based on, like, I get crazy when men will be like, you can't have all these standards and yada 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 and blah blah blah. Oh no, you got to do better. You got to do better. You got to choose better. You got to know better. You got to figure out when these niggas ain't shit.
You knew better. You do better. Like, come on.
Better choices. Blah, make better choices. And then when you do start making this better choices, it's like, oh, so you think you all that now, huh?
Right. Now you too good. Oh, now you
little, and now you over here as a fucking housewife and shit. Look at you with your bitch ass. You know, like, what is that?
Do they say the bitch ass at the bitch ass? But no, it's real. It's like people are not, as far as society is concerned, you're not allowed to change. You're not allowed to develop. You're not allowed to grow. Right. It's like, God forbid I decided to do fucking better. As adults, we should all make decisions to do fucking better. If you know better, fucking do better. That's it.
Right. Simple shit. Very, very simple shit. I think it is impeccably simple shit.
Society will make you feel like you're crazy because you want to do better.
I took your advice. I decided to choose better, and I chose better.
No, it wasn't you. That's the problem.
Because I didn't take first simple ass.
Sorry, not sorry.
Listen, we can go on for hours about that.
You know, and that's crazy. We had to get that one since we're having girl talk tonight. Where are we now?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
How do you? Okay, so Beba, I know you're a mom too, and so like, how do you feel about your ranking, being that you are a single mom? Like, do you feel like your dating credit score is a lot less and a lot less desirable because of the fact that you're woman? Yeah, because of the fact that you have a kid or you have kids, and you know, like, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like it makes you less of a catch?
I don't think so, because a lot of the times the guys that I attract have kids, so there can't be no type of, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that my kids come first, yes. That I got to do certain things, yes. Everything comes first before them. You know what I mean? So it's more like you already know I have that comes with it. So take it or leave it. And at the moment, it's usually not I'm trying to look for a relationship type. Let's see, as I go with the flow. And usually the flow just doesn't go. So it's not existent.
Hispanics, because Black people always talking shit about this don't ever happen in, you know, in other cultures, and they ain't shit niggas. You think that, you know, like women, Latina women or Latinx women and white women are never complaining about their men, and you never hear it in there and blah 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 blah. Does that
support
happen?
Black men, love Black men. Sorry, I had to get that out.
Does that run rampant in
what? Like how, like we say, oh, love our men, type, like our Hispanics.
Yeah,
or
like we should be uplifting, you know, Spanish men and Latin men, and we should only be dating, you know, like those kind of black on black love.
Oh, you know, it's funny because a lot of times in Hispanic, yeah, they do that. Like, oh, don't ruin it has to be on Puerto Rican. No, you just at the end of the day, it's Hispanics. I don't know. We're just weird. Like
You
it's just
in the inside of the culture, you guys do kind of bicker with each other too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
oh my God, yes. That's always we're always in Hispanic. Of course, it's the same. Sometimes it's like I feel like it's the same thing as they're like all the same. Yeah.
I feel like especially black men are always like, you never hear about this stuff.
Right. Like, oh no, Hispanics are just stabbing their husbands who are cheating. There's a difference. Like, the fuck? Like, they're not talking about it. They're stabbing them. Sorry.
Oh my God. Oh no, it's you don't understand. Like, oh, you're always complaining, but you don't. Oh, girl.
I mean, if you pay attention to Beba on social media, she has the same plight as we do as single black women. I consider Hispanic black too, but there are some Hispanics who don't believe that. But whatever, that's a whole nother thing. But I feel when you hear her plight, it sounds just like our plights. Like, this shit, make it make sense. That's all we be wanting.
Can you please make it make sense? Because it's like we freaking hate it here. Like, it's like, God, listen to our prayers. Like,
I'm glad that we got that out there because of the fact that, like, I'm tired of always having to be like, they deal with the same shit all the time. No, they don't. Because we're not submerged in their culture. We are around who we are around, the people that look like us and are with us. We having the same problems. They're having the same problems. They're having the same problems. Like, it's the same thing sexually wise and stuff like that. I always wanted to be a part of the community. I'm finding out that they're a whole fucking mess over there.
It's a mess, a hot mess.
I don't want that. Puerto Rican men are not easy. The Hispanic men are not easy, and Hispanic women are. Like, it's like this. It's like we're not. I say for the beginning. I tell you for the beginning. What is it that you want? Like, what's good? Like, what? Like, not playing no games. Like, from the beginning.
Do you typically date Puerto Rican men?
It's funny. My ex was Puerto Rican. Then after that, I tend to attract Puerto Rican men, but I was, attract Cape Verdean. I don't know. They're a little crazy.
I think that's my next route. I think I'm gonna go for the Cape Verdeans next. That's what
I love my Cape Verdeans. Don't get me wrong. I love my Cape Verdeans. I love them. But
Sauce is so anti-Cape Verdean. Anytime I date a Cape Verdean dude, I will literally avoid answering the question of where is he from, because the moment I say Cape Verdean, I know it's a rat. Like, it's a rat.
Cape Verdeans and Jamaicans, absolutely not. I don't want any.
I've never about Trinis, Haitians. You love Haitians.
Trinis and Haitians. I'm almost down to, like, I don't even, and Americans, I don't date them either. Like,
so white guys, I don't do white guys. I don't do white guys.
I don't do white guys. They gotta be from some other place.
They gotta be like hood white. Like Millie's, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like hood, like, Eminem type of hood, like, you know what I mean? But because Ted Bundy, I can't do that. He was so fine, and then look at Ted Bundy.
So
We're not doing that.
The way my Black Panther is set up, I can't even deal with a Millie's or Eminem. I don't even care like how much y'all are engulfed in the culture. When I wake up and I see the white next to me, I'm not gonna be okay. I'm not gonna
I never been, but it's funny. I don't know. They'll attract them. But I'm just saying,
they're handsome. Don't get me wrong, they're handsome. But I can't be with you. The Black Panther's gonna rise up against me.
Little Italian mobster looking guys, like, but not.
I'm gonna wake up and like Black Lives Matter and like end up beating his ass. Like, I don't want no smoke. I don't want the smoke. Or see one more fucking cop kill one of our own and then look at this motherfucker like, you can't relate. Like, I can't. Like, it's not gonna work.
You feel like just choking him out. I have to for my people. No, like, that's a lot. I think I have to. I like that Jill dates is very open to dating anybody. I am just not. If I see, like, if I'm swiping, if it's not black, I just be swiping.
I've definitely limited myself. And here's the thing: I was a person that was like the Rainbow Coalition. I was open. I had a white ex-boyfriend. The first person to take my virginity was a Hispanic. It's his fault. The reason why I'm allergic to Hispanic men now, his fault. Literally, it's his fault. But like, I tried to be that person. But now the way the society is set up and my life and beliefs are set up, like I can't do it. I can't. I applaud you too, Jill. Like I do, because I know there's a level of freedom that comes with not limiting yourself.
Oh, I mean, don't get it twisted. I'll go out with anybody, but will I wife anybody up? No. More than likely, if I'm wifing somebody up, they're gonna be black. Like,
Okay,
I'm not even gonna pretend like.
But what if you hit it off so greatly with like a Pakistani?
Oh. That's black enough for me.
I mean, yeah, I guess if we connect like that, I just can't imagine it, because I feel like the connection is just so, it's almost like automatic when you are with somebody that, you know, has a shared lived experience. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there'll always be a little bit of a disconnect on so many levels.
Good. Look at the way that hair is set up. Listen, don't let it be a tatted up Packy. Listen.
The only Pakistani I know is Pup Dog, so I'm like,
oh, I didn't. Shout out to Pup Dog.
I mean, shout out to Pup Dog, but Pup Dog didn't immediately get my dick hard. You know, like
no. I've seen some hood-looking Pakistanis. That's what I'm like. Yeah, I appreciate you. I would like it
because they got
money. Tia, get off the social media right now.
It's so funny because my daughter's boyfriend, my daughter's 17, her little boyfriend, I think he's Arab. And people be like, oh my God, that's so good. He got money. I mean, they got money. I'm like, you don't really?
Yeah, we're horrible. But it's true. They got the money.
But I'm like, you know.
There's more of a possibility that he's got
so
money.
Nice, and he's so, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, so cute. Valentine's Day, he got her so many cute stuff. In a Pandora, and I'm like, oh, so she loves them. But it's like,
I mean, this like that. I kind of mixed that question up with the meme. I was supposed to read the meme, but I didn't. But because we're getting closer to the end now, we just wanted to do some. It's not fun, but this is good. With Trump out of office, can we go back to using the products and shopping with companies that were canceled?
What the hell, no.
We ain't going back to Goya.
Nah.
Target.
That's a bad hit.
Because
I need my Sasson packets. We're going straight. Badia
is where it's at. Badia is where it's at this point. This is the reason why. Because when they decided to support Trump, that's making a statement. It's not just because Trump is in office. Mm-hmm. You've made a statement on where you stand.
That you like the bullshit that comes
exactly. So it's still fuck you, even if Trump ain't in office. No Goya for me.
Okay. I still got an adobo from before, so I'm.
You gotta use that out. I get it.
Okay, but when you guys see something like that, I know you're not Mexican or whatever, but like when you be like, damn, why he had to be Spanish?
Honestly, I didn't boycott. Like I didn't care. Honestly, like I just like I still got Goya products there. Like I didn't really get into the politics of stuff like that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I still needed it. I don't.
They got other seasonings. Like, I still got Aunt Jemima and my neighbor.
What's the brand we support in
Badia.
Badia. See? But everything else, I don't use. It's just the tomato sauce. I really, really like it. Market basket, they're like, what, $5 for $1? I'm like, okay, let me take
it. Tomato sauce. I'm gonna just do it one last time.
I'm not.
Do it.
I'm not judging. I have Aunt Jemima still in my counter. You know what I'm saying? Before they switch names,
I know.
they're up there. I'm not gonna judge.
But at the same time, I do care that again, I don't get into the politics and stuff. I was never
And you
into
care
that.
about
Obviously,
the
I was
kid, just not
I
about
care, but I don't know like how everybody gets on. You know what I mean? I always keep it a buck. It's like at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I am very Black Lives Matter. You know, I hate when I hear all that stuff, but it's like, what can I do? Like, you know what I mean? I'm supportive. I support everybody. But you know what I mean? So it's like I'm doing it on the positive side instead of getting into the negative. You know.
I got so upset about that because there was just so many things that we canceled.
Mm-hmm. We canceled a lot of stuff.
Was you gonna say no?
I mean, honestly, I think the reason why the cancel needed to happen though is because Black and people of color are the biggest consumers. Yeah. So our money will speak more than a protest. It'll speak more than any post or any social media campaigns we got going on. If we stop spending money somewhere, they pay attention.
Yeah.
We're the only ones spending money. So like, I get what you mean, where it's like, it takes a lot, it becomes inconvenient for our life because we now got to figure out workarounds. But I understand the importance of canceling those companies that make it very clear they don't fuck with us.
And fuck that Goya dude with his bitch ass.
Oh.
Sorry, I just felt like I hate when people do shit like that. When these companies that they know we rely on or that we really do like,
they get
like,
sell out.
Love y'all.
Shit.
Y'all gonna do us like that.
Just shut up. Don't say nothing.
Exactly.
Just do your dirt under the shit. Like, don't tell anybody.
But when you have the audacity to come out front with your shit, it's like you've been
doing it for how many years, and now you want to come out? Now you want to
exactly. All this time you ain't never supported that nigga. Now, right now, you want to support it. In the middle of the pandemic, when you know niggas is in the house cooking shit and they and you want to do this.
Come
on. But last but not least, Lent is upon us.
Oh, I don't know what I can't give up.
Lent is upon us. Yes. Figure out what we're doing. I don't even do the Lent, but I
don't do it either.
I like to belong, so
we'll talk about it.
Yeah. What are you giving up, Beba?
I was gonna give up me, but I can't.
It's hard.
It's very hard to give up the meat. So flipping hard, you know that. So I'm like, not doing that. I don't know. I'm just I need to give up on stop being, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what I want to give up. I want to give up so many things. It's crazy. Can I give up a whole bunch of stuff? It has to be one thing. Give up men. Give up men.
I was going to say the constant answer for me was going to be, I'm going to give up toxic dick, but I'm not going to lie to myself for this night. I'm not going to do that. So instead, I'm going to give up judging myself for dealing with toxic dick for Lent. That's what I'm going to do.
I see what you did there, Mo.
Boom.
Okay. A little self-acceptance.
Yeah. Just accept
my credit.
I need to forgive myself.
For Lent. That's what I'm going to do.
Or just for Lent. Just for Lent.
That's what I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up judging my own.
I'm going to give up judging myself.
I like that. I should have thought about that.
That is a very, very good one. That is very well played. Jill,
now I sound like a complete lame because I'm like, I was just gonna give up dairy.
Well, you apparently love toxic dick, so
I do.
Yep. I mean, yeah, you do.
I haven't had any.
Well, Dex said that women love toxic dick, and you're a woman, so you must love toxic dick.
Oh. Silencio!
I think I'm gonna go ahead and give up the give up. You're gonna do the water. I like that one.
Give up soda and stuff, and just.
I would really like to give up social media.
It's tough in the industry that we're in.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't even get into any industry stuff.
I know, right? We even talked nothing about your resume.
We was having a good time. How is it like as a female in the industry? How is it for you being one of top personalities and getting your name out there and starting to circulate? How is that? Like that fame. That little thing.
It's funny because I don't see it like that. Like I'm just me. Like people be like, "Oh, you're that girl for the video." I'm like, yeah. Like you know what I mean? I just Like, and especially at work. Mm-hmm. So like the other day, I'm like, "Oh my God, Beba, bitch!" And I'm like, "Who's that?" Like, who's that bitch? Oh my God, who's that? She's like, "Oh my God, I follow you on Instagram," and I'm like, "Oh shit, you do, So it's pretty cool, but it doesn't look like when you said that fame. I'm like, I don't even feel like I have it. It's just me. You know what I mean?
It's there, girl.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, like that's cool that people see me. You know what I mean? I know people are watching. Because you don't see it because you don't, but you see the views. You see the views.
Right.
You don't see the likes.
You don't see the
views. You don't see the likes. But you see the views, so that's enough. You know what I mean?
That's so true. I was like, I don't need the likes. Just watch it.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You like it. You don't. I really don't give a fuck. That's how I see it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you still watching me.
The numbers are important. Run them up.
And numbers. Don't get me started.
And then you see on the Instagram when you see it was sent to a whole bunch of people, I'm like, okay, I like that. Okay.
Oh, can we put it out there though? Guys, let's give the new algorithms of how you show support on Instagram in case you haven't seen the meme. Mm-hmm. If you save a post, that is the highest form of support on Instagram. Ooh. If you then share it, that's the second highest. Mm-hmm. Liking a post is actually the least impact.
So who gives a shit?
Yes,
we like the
I don't give a fuck what you like. Fuck you like. Save it, share it, comment, interact with these posts. Mm-hmm. That's where the numbers actually mean something. Just want to throw that out there.
Exactamundo. I speak heavy Spanish too. I didn't speak any for years.
Exactamundo? I'd say that was Spanish.
Exactamundo.
Oh, Exactamundo. Got it.
See.
Got that from Telemundo.
And I didn't even notice that this time went by so fast. I feel like we literally covered a lot of ground. We got some things taken care of.
I like this vibe. I like this. You guys are amazing. Thank you for having me. Like, you guys I like this.
Girl, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You could have been anywhere else, but you came to sit here with us in the hot. Big shout out to the HotWings. Oh boy.
Get that out of here.
Shout out to the HotWings that are always just there and engaging and great, and for sharing and liking and coming back every week to hang out with us. We really appreciate it. Tell us where we can find all of your stuff, Beba. Everything that you're doing, all of it.
Wait, real quick, Hassas, what are you doing? What's happening?
Yes, Bo got to give you your flower.
What flower? What? No, I'm trying to figure out what you're doing back there. What's happening?
Oh, sorry.
What's happening? Okay, I'm sorry, babe. I was just trying to figure that out.
So ridiculous.
Go ahead.
So ridiculous.
I was so comfortable. I'm like, I'm talking to my girls.
Like, where'd you go, Hot Sauce? Where'd you go? Come back.
My back was hurting me. So I'm
just do the show, y'all. I'm sorry, babe. Go ahead, boo. I'm sorry.
What are we talking about?
Did somebody break stuff?
Where they can find me?
Yeah, tell everybody where they can find you, boo. Tell everybody, look at, come on, stop smoking. Tell them where they can find you.
I stopped smoking. That's what I need to know. All like right now I'm working on new content and Inside the Maze. You can find all the content at Inside the Maze of Beba's Bar Talk. But I'm working on new stuff that I will be announcing pretty soon. So watch out for that. And obviously, my girls has to come, all of yous. So
I was gonna say we need to get in on this 21 questions too. You need to have an H&H 21
Oh,
questions.
yes!
Hello. Hello.
You know what? You know what? Just DM me, baby. Or text me, you know? Because, you know, I just had a little bit of Henny, so when the Henny's in the system, ain't no telling.
Ain't
Like,
no
I'm going to be like, yo,
telling.
boss, send me that location, bro!
Don't play with me. I keep telling you, stop playing with me, Beba. Stop playing with me, okay?
Got a Hennessy too.
Most of all my contents are inside the maze, and with me, or in also Maze Radio, Maze_radio, and my Instagram at it's_Beba B, _B. It's right there. I literally have my name spelled right there. So, and yeah, I'm just
literally
excited
dying.
for
What is happening?
2021.
You know, when you get that first shot of Henny, it go down real kind of like,
Whoa, hello.
damn it. Mo.
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Ms. Mofilla, MZMOPHILA. You can also follow my podcast, Let's Get Naked, which is finally back and up and running with visuals and all types of fun stuff.
It was very nice.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm there tomorrow.
We got Beba coming on
I'll be-
soon for an
I'll be-
interview. We got some stuff to talk about. So
I'll be getting
yes.
naked with Miss Mofilla.
Every time I hear it, I get so warm inside. Like, I'm going to get naked with Miss Mofilla.
Doesn't it make you feel good? That's the whole
do.
point. I want you guys to think of yourselves getting naked with me. That's the only way. That's the only way.
What are you doing, Sauce?
I love it. I love what she's doing.
I'm getting
She's doing
naked with Miss Mofilla.
it while she caresses her boobs. So,
Jill Berdue, where
yes,
can I
Jill,
find you?
where can they find you?
You could find me on Instagram at Jill_Badu.
Every time, yo.
Because I always think that she's gonna add more to
No.
it next time. It's a period.
That's it. And the bow. That's it.
Don't forget to follow Henny and HotWings across all social media platforms. SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher Radio app. Go watch the show on YouTube. Go actually watch it. It's really fun to watch. We do have really great facial expressions, and you can watch Joe Badu blink often. It's very nice. So you don't think that she just left or something. She's there.
Whether you're questioning if the screen is frozen, just pay attention to her blink.
And she's there. I promise. Follow myself, Miss Hot Sauce, you across all social media platforms, and then Spark FM online. Make sure you guys go listen, run it up. We out here. And with that said, people, we are officially out of here. Thank you guys for coming.
Yo, goddamn bow. Goddamn. Every